Now, today we're going to finish up by putting in all of our constructors, which we have 3 lines of constructors we're going to put up, which is going to make our iron plates, iron pipes, and screws. They're all going to be fed to the northwest, to that side. And then we're going to put up our 7 separate assembly lines, which will mass produce all of our next tier things like the reinforced iron plates, frames, and all those goodies. So let's get the stuff we need to put our constructors together real quick. Actually, don't we already have enough? Should actually. Oh, no, we need plates, the reinforced iron plates. Actually, you know what we need to do for a little while is shut down the manufacturers. Just for a little while. Actually, we're only using what? Right? Okay, good. Everything is standby mode now. So what are we waiting on here? Okay, you are crafting. So it's been the other assembler's taken all of our plates to make our frames, because so that's going to be a few minutes waiting on that. So we might as well just pump a few together ourselves. Whee! Grab all those screws. Oh, you got the truck going? Or is that your tractor that's annoying me? We do have an actual truck magic if you want to take it. Or even the Explorer vehicle. Magic. Magic. Magic, you there? Magic? Either he's gone or he's muted. I actually don't need those shards right now. Alright, what we need is these. So we need 24 constructors is what we're going to craft. $74, and we're going to make 90. Yeah, we should have enough. I mean, we're only using 4 right now to make each one, and we're still making more than enough. But go big or go home, right? Why not? We got enough space for 8 in each one of them, so we're going to have 8 crafting each one instead of 4. And it'll be prettier too. It'll be more streamlined. So we're going to have the inlet here, an outlet here, inlet, outlet, inlet. Okay. Let's find the center. One, two, three, four, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is the dead center right here. Inlet that side. These can get right up next to each other, right? Are you centered? No. Now we're centered. So 4 this way. Come on, line up. That way. 3 more this way. One, 2, 3. I could actually fit more. Holy crap. But you gotta realize we also made this so much wider. Gives us some more room to work with. Hey, now that I'm thinking about it, no, I want this just being the constructor lines. Two, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7.
I'm back.
Welcome back. 8.
There. Oh, the multiplayer driving vehicles.
1, 2. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, if we need more, we can actually add more. That's the cool part about this. But we definitely don't need more. I can tell you that right now. I have yet to be able to use these fast enough.
Right.
Alright. Next.
I'm confused. I was driving on the road. Next thing I know, I'm up, like, off the road, up on a mountain.
Magic can fly so high, he sniffs the skies, it is high. Sorry.
It's kind of like, you know, when you're driving and you're drunk and you think you're on the road and then all of a sudden you're in the ditch.
All of a sudden it's 4 hours later and you're wondering why there's flashing lights everywhere, you're upside down, the right side of your truck's tires are blown.
Right.
You're like, how did I get here?
Not that I ever, you know, road drunk. I have fallen asleep at the wheel though, and it is kind of like that.
Been there, done that.
Been there, done that. I lost a job over it. But
Oh, I was working, you know, to make some extra money. I was working for this piano company. They deliver high-end pianos all over the country. I mean, it was pretty cool. Some of the pianos I got to see. I mean, we're talking $100,000 pianos, just gorgeous antiques, and, you know, immaculate. And the sound quality is just so much different compared to your standard piano. You can just play anywhere. But
oh yeah.
we're driving non-stop. You know, there's no end. So there's me and my partner. We switch back and forth driving. Get that stage, unload, switch, drive, switch, unload. You know, just back and forth all the way across the country. 7-day round trip everywhere. I mean, non-stop. That truck didn't stop once. One night, I mean, I was so tired. I didn't realize we were coming to the off-ramp. And he's like, all right, here's our exit. I just passed out when he said that. And I'm like, what? And I just like turned the wheel. And I was up on 2 wheels in in this massive freaking box truck with these $100,000 pianos in the back, 2-wheeling it around the off-ramp. Just he's over there screaming, ah! And I'm like, shit. Come around. Finally, the truck starts to slow down. You know, it pops back down on its wheels. And we're just like, holy shit. Needless to say, we never told anyone. The whole time, the only thing I was thinking about was the pianos in the back. I didn't care if we wrecked the truck. It's like, good God. Oh, never did that again, but it was still, it was a frightening and funny experience. I didn't realize what was going on until, like, we were slowing down enough that the truck was finally leaning back on its wheels. But, man, that was a scary experience.
Oh yeah, that conveyor belt is powerful. I set it there so, like with the jetpack, I can actually launch myself all the way to the sulfur. Yeah, that's I'd like, when I was falling asleep, I'd wake up and I'd instinctively grab the wheel and correct myself, because it'd always be like I'm passing out and then I hit the side of the road and they hit those rumble strips, and I would, you know, grab and jerk the wheel, which is stupid. Never jerk the wheel. And the next thing I know, I would lose control and end up in the ditch, either upside down, right side up. Last time I flipped 3 times. What they would ask me is, well, how are you going to prevent this again in the past, in the future? I'm like, easy. I'm not going to work 4 days in a row, 13-hour shifts. And next thing I know, on the schedule, I'm working, you know, 4 days in a row on 13, 14-hour shifts. And I'm like, you know, this is dangerous. And they're like, we're not going to do it, or you're fired. I'll do it. And sure enough, by the 4th day, I was falling asleep at the wheel and wrecking a van. And not once did I get written up, but last time it happened, they're like, you're fired. I was like, okay. I was going to quit anyways, because you guys aren't listening to me, and obviously it's pretty dangerous.
Jerks.
Right? I got silica. I'm cutting down this whole entire toxic area until I find my Bach.
Alright, well, while we're waiting for that stuff to start producing, I'm not going to sit here and craft while I'm streaming right now. So I'll be here forever just sitting here crafting. Let's go ahead and build up where we're going to put the manufacturers. I think I want to do it over here.
Couldn't have.
Off this end. Which, how many items do we need the manufacturers producing anyways? Right now it's just computers and frames. I mean, it's really all we needed to do. Oh, we could do crystal oscillators too. Alright, so we're gonna have nobelisks. Alright, so we need 1 dode beacons.
Knobs.
Can any of the factories produce the sulfur? Or the gunpowder? Or no, do we have to handcraft that?
No, it can
Black
produce,
powder.
They can produce black powder.
Which one? The assembler or the constructor?
The assembler, because it's you got to combine coal. You got to combine two things: coal and sulfur.
Okay, so I need another row for assembler. I'll put that down here.
Oh yeah. Remember to plant some new seeds, otherwise Greenpeace will come after you. Yeah. Luckily, there's no Greenpeace on this planet.
No, it's just me when I put an explosive on him and he goes boom.
Then it's Greenpeace's.
See? It works. Alright, so we need one more row for gunpowder.
Oh, that's frustrating. This is the only area my box can be in.
Alright, so now I got 8.
Bad thing is, I can't remember which way I ran to get away from it.
I don't think we have enough room for another one. So we can go off to the side if we have to add another row that way. The constructors I might actually move. So that way this run is nothing but for assemblers.
Alright, I'm getting wood and mycelia. That means I can make more fabric. It's a rock. Oh, I ran out. Ow, ow.
Maybe I should keep running this out that way. We could move the Skyforge, or the space elevator.
I can't believe I'm spending this entire time just looking for my old box.
Yeah, stop it.
That has all of my explosives, my jetpack, my Xeno Zapper.
Just make a new one. Not like we don't have the resources over here.
It also had, I think, a hard drive and stuff in it too. That's the...
Well, when we're not live streaming, look for it. That way you can do other things without dying and losing more stuff.
Yeah.
Just a thought, you know. Just a thought. Alright. I gotta think about this. Do I want to leave this here? Or how many more roasts can we add? Maybe one. Skip two. I think I had 2 more rows. So we're gonna be moving that anyways. Actually, we're gonna have 3 more rows on this side assembler. How many parts do the assemblers make in all? Makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Makes 12. So we actually need 12 rows.
Magic's been planting his seed and just doesn't realize that it doesn't work that way. That's right. It does not work that way. Makes a mess everywhere.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And this would exactly be 12. Alright, so we might actually move the constructors to a different spot. Let's make sure we have the inventory space. Goodbye, space elevator! Whoa!
No, the big beacon in the sky is gone.
Sorry. Alright, so the assemblers have 12 items and we're going to have 12 runs.
I wish I had binoculars.
We're good with binoculars duty right now.
I was up on a cliff looking down at the toxic area trying to find my box. Yeah, I'm upset.
One, two. 12, so now we have 12 assembly lines. Just gonna have to move the constructor lines.
Okay. Charcoal. We have any more helium. Uh-oh, I don't have crafting sounds. Not that I'm too broken up about that.
Alright. So this whole run is nothing but our assembler production. Which is fine by me. That's where our support beam's at.
Oh, coal.
Now our iron constructors.
Too bad we couldn't put wood in the furnace to get charcoal.
That'll be in the way if we want to put something right there. So what about could feed it off the other side. Off on this side. Our copper production stuff's going to be right there, coming off this side. What if we put... So I kind of don't want to push out this way. I have reasons for that later. Then maybe we could. For now, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so we have to go 2 away. That's 1, 2, 3. Should give us our 3 lines.
I think they should give us signs. That way we can say coal over this way.
That's what the beacons are for.
Yeah, that's true. But then beacons stand for the house. Which I mean, I guess. Run back, grab my new box. Every time I run past these berry bushes, they still have berries on them. And when I pick them, nothing happens. this one I never did. But pretzel, I didn't put pretzel.
Oop, I just ran out of cement. Well, that's easily remedied.
There we go.
Oops, not
Good
into
old
it.
synth music.
Aha! Oh yeah.
Bacon. More bacon. Bacon's good, but now that we can make medical inhalers out of alien organs, they're not as essential as it. Ouch!
Yeah, you were
My
saying?
I'm saying stuff after getting rammed in the butt. Ow, ow. Leave me alone, I'm not that kind of person thingy. Oh jeez. That's a big drop. That's not a big drop.
I'm throwing cement everywhere.
You know, I can say, on your file, I've explored more of the forest than I think I have on any one of my other gameplays. The western forest, not the eastern forest. The eastern forest, I haven't even scratched the surface.
Well, once I get this factory up and running, I'm going to be exploring this whole planet.
Right?
Alright, we got the main line figured out.
You know, I don't think my box is in here because taking a look at the box I just made, that's pretty noticeable. Question is though, if my box isn't here,
So you know what? Let's put the copper production right here. But you know what? Maybe I should change the direction of the copper. So it goes over the road? So it's not all just one straight line uniform thing. That's something to think about. do we run these southwest to northwest? Like we did with those? So it's not the same run as that one? Yeah, you know what? Yes, let's do it. I hate it when I misplace things.
Ready?
That's 1, 2, 3. It does look kind of off right here, but no, it is a separate section to the build. Alright, really. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 8. Oops. Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay, I survived. Alright, so we only need 2 rows. One for copper wire and the other for the cabling. We could do another one. Set this third one up as the smelter section.
Alright, I got tons of concrete.
So this would be our copper production. Where would this come down on the road? Because we don't want it to come down on the road. Biscuits.
I had a heat sink.
You know what? might not use that third row. Alright, so we go up one more. Ramp.
Do need rods and plates.
There we go. Still leaves the roadway open and clear. And this is the one in the way. Thank God for jetpacks.
Right?
Alright, so we gotta get rid of that tree too. I don't think that one's up there. Nope. Alright, so we got iron, our assemblers, our copper. I might end up just putting the smelters for the copper over there, not over here. But it gives us another run if we need to do probably 2 rows for copper wire, 1 row for copper the cables. That might be what we have to do right there. And then over here, we'll put the smelters for the copper. I think that's a good idea. Just like the other side over there, where we have a rubber factory being produced in our plastics, is where we're going to put all our smelters for our iron and steel. Alright, we are making some progress. That way we can finally clean up some of this conveyor belt madness I've got going on up underneath here. Hey, it works, you know, everything's, you know, got its own path, nothing's colliding with each other. Excuse me. Which, you know, I know they can run through each other just fine without a problem, but I don't like that. I like everything have its own free path to move and go through, so it doesn't look like it's, you know, more realistic. Instead of just having like 10 conveyor belts all flowing over top of each other. I like it that way better. Alright. How are we doing on our plates? Because you're still working on frames, aren't you? It's this one? Nope, those are the rotors. Yeah, you're still working on frames.
$240 a minute.
What?
An MK2 on a pure copper node.
What about an MK5?
MK5 miners?
No, MK3 miners.
Well, it doubles it, so it would be like 520.
Oh, so much work to be done. Let's get up there and put up our constructors. actually going to have a lot of constructors up and running. Alright, so we'll start in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the center.
Alright.
Make sure we're centered over here. Which we are. Good. 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4. One, 2. Second. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so we are going to go farther because we had to do the runs for those. This is going to be produced somewhere else. So is this. So this is actually going to extend even farther. By 2 more at least. Come on.
Yep. My only complaint with the smaller foundations is they can be kind of hard to place sometimes.
It's 1, 2. What's smaller foundations?
The 8x1s.
Oh, I have no issues with them.
Well, it's that the area is so small. I can't just machine gun place them.
Oh, I got you.
Well, like the big ones, I can just click and off in the distance, you know, click, and then just place them down on the map. But the smaller ones, they don't, because they have such a small area, they don't especially at a distance.
Grab some more cement. Since we're this far over anyways, might as well pull it all the way across so it looks like a strut.
Clearing some of my encroaching. It's quite literally all
that train is loud. Maybe not that far. So we'll go somewhere around here. Come on. Now we gotta do the same to the other side. Skyforge might actually be able to go right there. No. The space elevator. Is this gonna come
Skyforge?
down? What I'm building is a Skyforge. I keep calling the damn space elevator the Skyforge. That out. Actually, it might come down just in the right spot.
Oh, actually, I need to reconnect. Got too many things that are not syncing up. Oh man, we turned off the air conditioner. Open up the windows. Ah, sweating to death. You would be.
It's a little bit in that path, but it's not like I'm going to use it much. Alright, let's put up our constructors for our steel beams and steel pipes.
Uh-oh. So now let me reconnect.
That's not good.
FICSIT tip number 41. Come here often. Oh, there it goes. I wish we could turn ramps upside down.
Right? That would be a blessing. Then I could really do some construction. Just these constructors alone are going to double our, well, triple our production of what we got going on. Steel is not going to be an issue whatsoever, or iron, when it comes to the constructed parts out of those pieces, because we'll have our steel pipes, steel beams, iron plates, iron pipes, and screws. I mean, we're already mass-produced down there anyways. Right over there. That's where we never, excuse me. It's where we never run out, ever. But now we definitely won't. We can actually... hopefully it keeps up with the production we're going to have of these up here, which is 8 assemblers for each item.
Oh, wow. We need some sort of sorting system too.
Oh, that's what this is all about. Once it all comes down to one side, it'll ship down to the train station, which is where our mass storehouse is going to be, all the containers, where it'll have containers each for every specific item. So everything will be shipped to one place.
Nice.
And it's all going to be at the bottom of the factory where, you know, the lake's at, the waterfalls, and the train station's going to be. So on the one side of the train station, everything gets offloaded and gets fed to the factory, which also houses, then that feeds out to the factory where it needs to produce those items that we don't have here. The quartz, sulfur, fuel, the nuclear stuff if we have to have it, whatever, you know, all the stuff out there that we need to ship here will be on the one side. On the other side will be the end of our production line. Everything will come around and feed to that side, and all those storage containers will have all the pieces of every piece. So it'll have pipes of steel and iron, it'll have plastic, it'll have frames, metal frames, computers, all that will be fed to the end. So we'll literally just walk out the hub, go, what do we need? Frames? Okay, got it. Done. But I think that's going to be it for today, guys. We have got the Skyforge starting to go up, so we just got to finish putting in the assemblers, which I'll probably place all the assemblers off camera. But we just need to place the assemblers, get everything hooked up, connected, which that I'll bring us back for, you know, for the next stream. I'll probably connect them all up. I think that's really it for today, because the only other thing we got to work on now is moving the lines out, which I'm definitely going to put the manufacturers, these big bad boys that take 4 items fed into them, and we're going to run them off this side over here. So we got to run them out this way, which we're going to have, let's see, 5, 6 rows of 4. I think it'd be more than enough of the manufacturers. So we're gonna have to do 6 runs, just like we did here. Let's see how big we're gonna have to make that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from here to that mountainside there, we're gonna have 6 rows of our manufacturers producing all the items for the manufacturers over here. 4 each, 4 manufacturers producing each item. So, like I said earlier, we have enough room to expand if we need to expand our constructors. The assemblers, we can actually do even more than 8 if we need for each one to produce each one, but I doubt we will. All our constructors, which I'll place in a minute, but we're going to have our copper constructors over here, 2 doing copper wire, 1 doing cables, and then all of our smelters will run between here. Woo, almost fell off. And the manufacturers for our copper smelting will be done right there. The other side where we have our plastic production right there is where we're going to have all our smelters for our iron. Yeah, I think this is going to turn out really nice. And then we're going to build up even higher. And I'll probably put like the oil refineries and all the other bigger stuff just on the top, so it'll go up another 4 blocks higher. I think it's going to be really interesting. And then our train is literally going to drive through down here on the bottom. It's going to come in, drive up underneath. The train stations will be right down here. We're going to have 4 separate train tracks running through here. So I think it's going to be really, really cool. Have 4 different trains coming and going, 4 different depots, all fed to this side going left, because everything feeds in from the left side over there to our storage facility, which will be on the right over here, which I'll probably put like right here. I'll probably build a storage facility right here or somewhere around this area. So it all ends and feeds into over there. Or it might actually be right here on the platform, depending on how the trains sit. We get that fitted. But the trains will drive out in that direction, over the water, between the canyon, and spread out from there and come out. So I think it'll be really nice. Because all this will be gone. It'll just be that higher upper platform and the conveyor belts running underneath it. So all the constructors and stuff will be up top. The convey system will be underneath. Then the trains will be down here on the bottom underneath that floating. We'll have floating tracks that'll come out. I think it'll be nice. I think it'll turn out really cool. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. We will be back tomorrow. Nothing but live streams tomorrow. So hope you guys will be here. We got a lot of stuff we're going to be doing at Satisfactory. Like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to play hard game hard. Until next time, take it easy.
Safe journeys, folks.